Go. Hi, I'm Robert Bearden.
Hi, I'm Mark Terry.
Welcome to appVoodoo, the show. Today we're going to be talking about 3 awesome great apps. We're going to do 2 mini reviews and 1 regular review. We're going to be talking about Words with Friends. We're going to be talking about an app that I personally love,
iBeers Pro.
And we're going to be talking about Real Racing 2, a game that we've been playing. So let's get started with Words with Friends.
Words with Friends. Really good game. It essentially is Scrabble. So
Yes.
if you like Scrabble, you like word games, the cool thing about it is you can play against your friends. You just put in their screen name, and it's a battle between you and that other person. You can also battle just about anybody on there if you wanted to.
Yeah, it does have a random person finder for you, so you can play with random people on there. I mean, you can essentially have as many games as you want going. It's really great because, you know, sometimes it takes people some time to make a move, so it'll alert you with a push notification or a little pop-up on the screen that'll say, hey, you know, you have it's your move or your move with this person or so on and so forth. So it's actually a really cool game. It's actually a lot of fun.
And it's a great way to have competition with your friends.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely something that I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people that enjoy the game tremendously. It's just a fun little game to play with your friends. You know, just have that fun.
If you're good with words, it's a great game to have. If you're not good with words, then there's another app that you can get.
There are apps in the App Store which we will not name names because we are not cheaters and we don't promote cheating.
It's called Descrambler, where you actually put in the tiles that you have and it helps you make it. So
I didn't say it. I don't use it.
We don't recommend using it, but you know, when you're tired of just making little 2- and 3-letter words and you need a little bit of help, like I do, it's
an awesome little addition to that. So definitely check that out. Words with Friends. They have 2 versions. They have a light version which has ads, of course. And then they have a paid version, which does not have ads. Both are excellent. The ads are not intrusive. And personally, I like iAds because iAds actually have little mini games in them usually. So it's like getting a double game and a free game. So it's like getting 2 games for 1, I guess. I don't know.
You don't know, do you?
I don't know. but iAds are fun. So definitely. But check that out. Words with Friends. We'll put that up in our show notes at appvoodoo.com. And check that out.
All right. Now let's get on to the next one, which is one of my favorite apps.
Yes, iBeers Professional.
Mm-hmm.
So you're at the grocery store, you're at the bar.
First off, there's a lot of new bars out there that are really beer bars. I mean, they're getting beers in from all over the world.
We have one here specifically called the Broken Barrel, which we enjoy, which has tons of beers. And when you go to a place like that, what do? You know, how do you know which beer to get? You know, do you ask around? Do you look for recommendations? Well, that's where iBeers Pro kind of comes in because it has all the beers listed in there, draft, bottle, all of them listed in there, and it has ratings. You can add beers if there's not one in there, which is really hard to find.
There's nothing worse than experimenting with beer and then, you know, trying something new that you just really hate.
Exactly. And if you know that you like light beers or wheat beers or dark beers, it has it in there, so you know you can find that type of beer that you like. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's just an awesome.
Yeah, it helps you experiment a little bit without wasting your money.
Exactly.
But then again, you know, most beers are great beers, so
exactly.
It's tough to make a mistake.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, that's true. It's tough to make a mistake. But at least now you know when you go to ABC and you're making that 6-pack out with the single beers, you know which ones to get are the ones that you want to try because you have the iBeers Pro to kind of help guide you along the way there. And if I'm not mistaken, the iBeers has the iBeers Light and then the iBeers Pro, and I think the iBeers Light is just an ad version. I personally haven't used it.
It's just for light beers.
Yeah, just for light beers. Only beers the iBeers Light is only domestic beers, and then iBeers Pro adds in the international. No, just kidding.
Yeah, it's got to be international.
Yeah. But it's an awesome app. The iBeers Pro, I believe, is like $1.99 or $2.99, something like that.
Well worth the price of admission.
Yeah, well worth the price of admission. And we'll definitely put a link up for that app in our show notes, so you guys can check that out. And I guess we could just say salute.
Prost.
Or das Boot. Das Boot.
All right. Anything else today?
Real Racing 2.
Real Racing 2.
Let's talk about that one.
All right. First, I'm not really have ever been a huge racing fan. Real Racing 2 is kind of plays a lot like Gran Turismo. You start out with kind of a regular sporty car, not the GT series.
A Volkswagen Golf, I think.
And you've got to win races to start increasing what you're doing with it. So to get better engines, better tires, better traction, better. I just personally, I don't want to take the time. The game starts out great graphics, absolutely fantastic graphics. They can't be knocked at all.
Yeah.
However, you feel like you're driving along at 25 miles per hour.
Yeah, that's true. And you know, that's the thing with Real Racing 1. Is it really set the standard for the graphics on the iPhone, and Real Racing 2 really sets the standard for the graphics on the iPhone 4. I think Infinity Blade and Real Racing 2 really set the tone for graphics on the iPhone 4. But in doing so with Real Racing 2, because it uses a lot of graphics processing, it does run a little sluggish in my opinion, and I think that the original Real Racing is just a lot snappier.
Yeah.
And you get that feeling of speed with Real Racing 1, and you don't necessarily get with Real Racing 2. Now, I hit both ends of the stick. Essentially, I started out with the Volkswagen Golf, or whatever car it is, the Volkswagen, and I played with that, and then I played on another phone that had unlocked all the cars and played with the fastest car on there, which I can't remember the name, but it was a GT car, which had all the add-ons, everything ready to go, the fastest engine, best tires, all that. And it did feel faster, but I have to say that the GT car felt like the first car on Real Racing 1 to me. For some reason, it had the same speed and same feel as the first vehicle that I played with on Real Racing 1. So there's that's my only problem with it. I don't mind leveling up. I don't mind winning the races, getting the cash to buy the parts.
Give me a straightforward racing game like Daytona any day.
I mean, if I'm gonna play a racing game, I just gotta that speed. It's just there wasn't that much excitement for me because I just wasn't feeling the speed.
Yeah, I agree. It was kind of a snore fest to start, and I don't want to put the time into it.
And it's kind of an expensive game. It's $10, which Real Racing has always been at $10. The original Real Racing was $10. I think it's $5 now. But the Real Racing 2 is $10, and that's fine. I mean, it's got really good graphics. I essentially think it's a $10 game. But they really need to address like the speed thing and
no accelerator.
Well,
it seems like it just does it all on its own. Can't I have an accelerator button and a brake button so I can drift?
There is a brake button.
I know there's a brake button.
There's a brake button, but you do have the brake assist, which is on. And then you can turn on the. If
I'm gonna have a racing game,
you can
I
turn
want
on
more
the
control
accelerator
over my car.
No, you can turn on the accelerator. You can turn on an accelerator. There is a button you can tap the screen and have an accelerator.
Right,
I find it annoying. Personally, for me, when I'm playing the Real Racing, whether it be the first one or the second one, I like the accelerator to be always on, and I like the brake assist to be 100%. That's my preference.
You want it to play the game for you?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
I want it. Yeah.
All right.
I just want to feel like I'm driving in a fast car, which unfortunately I don't get with this one.
You want to watch a movie of somebody driving in a fast car?
Well, it's like the movie Driven.
If you want to have it play a movie, get Real Racing 2 because that's essentially what it is.
Or just go to iTunes and download something like Driven maybe, and then you can just watch the thing on your iPhone or iPad.
Paging Jacques Strap. Jacques Strap. Please meet your party at Delta Gate 17.
Real quick, for our little outro here today, we wanted to add a little segment I'm going to call Airport Games.
Yes,
so
Airport Games.
There's an app out there that's called Fruit Ninja. It's a really cool game. It's a lot of fun. It's still very limited because all it is fruit popping up on the screen, and you just move your finger like that and you slash it. So you can only take fruit slashing so far.
Yeah.
But
if you want to release some frustration,
and while you're sitting at the airport and you're totally bored.
So for all you people up north in the blizzards and all this stuff now at the New York airport, stuck, and you're really upset with Delta right now and American Airlines and all these different flight companies, download Fruit Ninja.
There go those sponsors we won't get anymore.
Yeah, they're sponsors we won't get anymore. We're throwing out big names. We're throwing out big ones.
Yeah, but Fruit Ninja's a great way to pass the time while you're sitting around somewhere, even the doctor's office. But, you're just hanging out. There's nothing like it. There's bombs that pop up. You got to avoid the bombs. They will really mess up your game.
But no, it's an awesome game. It definitely eases the frustration. You make a mess. It's just awesome. And if I'm not mistaken, there's like 2 or 3 gameplay modes. There's like a timed mode to see how many you can slash in like a minute and a half. Then there's just the
classic mode.
The classic mode where you have to keep slashing, and if you miss 3 fruit, the game is over. Or if you slash a bomb, the game is over. And now there's even upgrades in the game too. You can upgrade your sword or get upgrades to your sword, stuff like that too. So it's a really fun game, and for $1, I mean, it's a great way to pass the time. You get critical
hits. You really don't know how you're doing it, but you're excited when it happens.
That's one thing. You brought up a good point. You get all these different things, and you don't know how you're doing. Like critical hit, to this date, I've never figured out how the heck you get.
I enjoy it when it happens, but it's,
combo I can see. I hit 5 at the same time or something in like one slice. I'm okay, but critical hit, yeah.
Yeah, you can figure out the 5 in a row then, huh?
Yeah, I figured 5 in a row.
All right.
So, but yeah, definitely check that out. That's another game we'll put in the App Store, or put a link in the show notes to the App Store for that. Another game that is similar to that you should also check out that I personally enjoy is Veggie Samurai, which is essentially the same thing as Fruit Ninja, but with veggies.
With vegetables.
But the cool thing about this one is instead of just slicing the fruit once and it's done, you can slice it multiple times, which makes it a little bit more fun to me. So you can
slice, dice,
and
yeah.
Hi, it's
Vince with the
slap chop. You'll be slapping your troubles away with the slap chop, slapping your troubles away with the slap chop.
No idea what that is.
You've never seen the slap chop commercials? The guy with the slap chop okay. He's never seen it.
You watch too much TV.
I do.
Yeah, the Veggie Samurai is really cool too.
Yeah.
So either one, great airport.
Either
great
one, yeah. Both awesome games, and they both, I believe, connect to the Plus Network, our game center, and track all your achievements and all that stuff too. So awesome games. So definitely check those out. We'll put links up to those in the show notes, and check those out.
And thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. My name is Mark Terry.
My name is Robert Bearden.
And this has been appVoodoo,
the show.